No, you did not read the title of this video wrong. Yes, Rooster Teeth is bringing back Red vs. Blue for one final season. I'm just as giddy and nervous and just about it as everyone else. So I'm here to talk through everything we know so far. Let's get into it. The announcement happened after RTX's Rooster Teeth animation Behind the Frames panel. And while I unfortunately did not go to RTX, the Austin Chronicle put out a piece on the announcement on Friday, July 7th, which is when I'm recording this video. I'll leave a link to the article in the description of this video if you want to go read it yourself, as I will primarily be paraphrasing its contents and will not be reading everything in this video. Towards the end of the panel, Austin Harper and Lori Yates, the 2D supervising producer and 3D and Machinima supervising producer respectively, showcased some teaser footage for the new and final season of Red vs. Blue, titled Red vs. Blue Restoration. The footage started with none other than Bernie Burns as Epsilon, running simulations that, as the article put it, looked suspiciously like footage from earlier seasons, eventually leading to footage of Allison, the director's and, by extension, Epsilon's wife. With a throwback like that to tease the new season, Restoration seems like a fitting title. The announcement ended with the most shocking reveal yet, that Bernie was returning as the season's writer and Matt Hullum will be directing. This is very exciting news, as they were the main writing and directing duo for much of early to mid Red vs. Blue, with Bernie being the lead writer for the first 10 seasons and Matt acting as co-writer and co-director for much of that time as well. There's a large part of the RVB fandom that believes that the best of the series was in the Matt and Bernie era, and I have to give credit, as most of my favorite RVB moments do come from those seasons. So I'm optimistic to see where the writing of this season will go now that the two are leading the charge for the show's final season. Rooster Teeth has always been on record saying that Red vs. Blue will continue as long as fans want more, and I think ending it on their terms is a good move. Some of you may not need this refresher, but as Red vs. Blue continued, it got criticism for losing its way, not retaining the spark it used to have with its audience, and generally being on the decline. This isn't to say that newer seasons didn't have their moments, they certainly did, but there came a point personally when watching the show it seemed to be in a phase of why are we here, or more why are we still here, rather than here we are, and it made me question, is it really worth continuing? After Red vs. Blue Zero failed to reignite the flame that the show once had, we haven't seen anything from the Blood Gulch gang since, barring some PSAs and short-form content like the Griffin Simmons-led Q vs. A series. With the long-standing decline in performance and roughly 3 years since the most recent season, I think enough time has passed for the fandom to get back to the OG crew and have a true goodbye to the longest-running web series in history. Rooster Teeth also confirmed via Twitter that Jeff and Gus's Griffin Simmons will be returning for the final season. Since Bernie voices Epsilon/Church and Lopez, and Matt voices Sergeant Doc, there is a potential for most of the original cast to make it through to the finale. But with Joel being removed from the company and recast as of late, and Jason Saldana and Dan Godwin not being confirmed to return as of this recording, this does put the inclusion of Tucker, Donut, and Caboose into question. Epsilon may be coming back to a different crew from the last time he was around. It's also unclear if we'll be seeing any of the freelancers make a return in this new season, but the announcement is still fresh and I'm sure more details will be revealed in time.